It is time to talk, bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Diakite coming to
Mamadee Diakite say,
Liberia is a prominent drive. It is time to talk, bringing sense to the issue for better discussion.
It brings sense to the discourse. Sense to the discourse. Sense to the discourse. Sense to the discourse.
La Viva de the Ramon Drive. It is time to talk. It is another issue for better discussion. Diakite is coming.
You are in a safe hand. It's political, social, and it sets the agenda for public discourse for policy decision for the good of the motherland. It places the issues in context. It brings sense to the discourse. It asks the questions, the ends illusions. It works. It motivates. And it believes in Liberia, the motherland. It brings sense to the discourse. Presentation of the PMD, the Prime Morning Drive. The Prime Morning Drive. The Prime Morning Drive. It brings sense to the discs. It brings sense to the discourse.
that's the prime reason that we come here every day from Monday to Friday to do something good for our country, bringing sense to the disco. If I cannot have compassion power, let me have forgiveness power. If I cannot have forgiveness power, let me have tolerance power. Oh yes, if I cannot have tolerance power, let me at least delay my judgment power, at least for once. Don't go for looks, they can deceive. Don't go for wealth, even that fails away. Go for someone who makes you smile, because it takes only a smile to make a dark day seem bright. Find the one that makes your heart smile. Taking chances and learning from your mistake is an excellent way to learn how to improve yourself. All of your life's greatest achievement will be shaped from this learning process. He who buys what he doesn't need steals from himself. Fellow compatriots, good morning, good morning, good morning. And this is the Prime Morning Drive. And we are driving you through the early morning hours, giving you the best in early morning radio presentation. Yes, my word. Indeed, my word, your word, our great Liberia will never fall. Trust me, LRB is on course. Well, good to start on a midweek. It's here again, and we are always pleased to serve you as usual. My name is Austin. I'm a co-driver, and let me by saying hats off and congratulations to the man I see as the good luck Jonathan of Liberia. Yeah. It's one day after independence, and today is July 27, 2016, and this is the Prime Morning Draft. The PMD bringing sense to the issues and replacing perceptions with facts. To you, particularly, last week, CDC Vice Chair Mamadee, particularly on Monday, expressed apology following his last week's personal attacks against the institution, Prime FM, and you, Mamadee, vis-a-vis your family. Mamadee took to Facebook and offered an official apology and for his outburst, which he sees as an overreaction. So I'm interested in your reception to start the day. I'm interested in your reception.
We've already accepted the apology. So what next?
You tell us what next. Where do we go?
Nowhere. Like I say, I have a lot of things to do. So you don't have to increase your fight. There are many fights ahead. See, it's just unfortunate that we have to go that route. And like Molu said, that we are friends from every indication. Politician, journalist, friendship. We all been here during Taylor's time. We've known one another. It's just unfortunate that that happened.
Okay.
You see, people don't know people. We just see one another every day on the street and just assume that we are all, the man with 2 hands, 2 ears, 2 eyeballs, 1 mouth, 2 nostrils, a head. Yeah, that's the physical description. What really came from out of this whole fight, quote unquote, it gave me a different perspective of, I never responded to these things. But I must say, Molu is a very courageous man, from every indication. Because what he did, I wouldn't do it, I wouldn't do it. I would have selected to fight until somebody dies. But the fact that he took up the courage, which to me is very unusual, places him in the position to be recognized as a man with courage. And for this, some of us must commend him, because when I insisted that the only way I would leave the fight, he must do a public apology. I know it was difficult for him, but that was my condition, that you put down the post, you do an apology, you send a message of forgiveness to my wife, and he agreed to do all that, and he did exactly as I demanded. So that shows that he's a man who has unwavering courage in taking decisions, whether good or bad, and he's done exactly that. And no need, to continue the fight. And I want to call on all the many persons who call, who intervene, and some of them I don't want to call, but there are tons of them. He reach out to people. People call me. From the beginning, I say I won't, Yeah. But he continued. Regardless of the fact, he put down the first post and said we reach a truce. I said no, we have not reached a truce, and I'm prepared to fight. And before the weekend, I think people also talked to him that this was not necessary. You can't get the man involved. All along, I knew that his comment about me having HIV, his comment about everything he said was not really true. It was not the fact. But when they say no Osa Trump, no Osa going fighting, so you can choose anything you want to choose and say anything you want to say. So really, I was really geared up to continue the fight. But he took up the courage to reach out, and then what do I do? Continue fighting. And I'm disappointed in some of my friends on Facebook, inboxing me. Don't do it, advising me. The people in the country just like palaver, they just like fighting, just love control. Not 2%, 3%, over 40 persons have called. Including some of them, I know their lineage, I know their background. They are, anti-CDC or anti-Joshua or anti-Molu. So they want to use, and nobody uses me. Nobody can use me to fight. I fight my own battle. I was born alone. From the day I entered here, I was crying, and I'll go through this war fighting. Why do I continue fighting if I know that at the end of it, we'll sit and talk? Like I said, I would have never gone and apologized. And this is my weakness, and I must admit that, and it's part of my DNA. I would have continued the fight until somebody fall. You see, let me give a little bit of background on it. Have you heard about Diakite, Sangare, Sidibe, and Jalo? And these are 4 children of a Fula woman who live among Madingo people in the Manding Empire. And she came from Upper Mali when the fall of the empire came down into what is now the region now known as Wasolo. It's part of Guinea, Ivory Coast, and of course Mali, before independence. And she lived there and got these 4 children. They were all boys. And they all had their different traits, different talents. But above all, they were people who were not fearful. They were never fearful. They were very strong. And they never bowed down to their friend men. If you read the history of the people from Wasolo region, which is my lineage, and I'm very proud of that, you realize that we have been loaded with history of fighting for our rights, for our sense of pride. In fact, from that region, we believe that death is better than shame. Like the American people said, death before dishonor. You heard about the story of Samori Touré. This is a man who captured all of Mandé. He fought, he killed people, and he went to the Wasolo region for over 10 times. He destroyed the whole time. For every time he left, he called on the people who was along to join him. They said, we'll not join you, we'll fight. And for 10 times he fought them, he could not. When he come, he spoiled the whole town. When he leaves, the people will come back. Somebody today was a very fearful, fearless, and warrior in Mandan Empire. But the only people that did not bow to him were the people of Oslo. And I am a lineage of that upbringing. And where I was born, in Greenville, Sano County, I have the blood of a cruel man. We are people of sense of justice. When we were small, we used to go on the beach. You heard the thing they call Mia?
Mia.
Yeah, I'm going to Mia you. And this is a fight of boys in the real crew culture. You go to the water side, you fight until the strong man survive. You know, we'll go, you put a man here on the water, you take it. So you have to be a man of fortitude when you live in crew land. You have to be a man of courage. And we never got used to patting people who were in Sando coming as boys. So we grew up with that courage, that sense of resistance. You know, so that is imbued in me. And some people say as a bluff, but it's not really. That's my upbringing. So when I hear some of these people, trying to frighten me with words, sometimes it makes me laugh, because I have never ran away or will run away from a fight that I feel that I am justified by my action. No, this is a characteristic. So my background as a product of the warrior nature of the people of Wasilo, and my background of a son of crew land in Sino County, the upbringing of the boy fight. You heard about the same thing, what they say, the man with your man for anything. We did that nearly every day after school in Sino County. So you see, if you are born and brought up in crew land, they say grandma, let's Paul, let's do this. You can't take it to somebody who lives in Sando for 10 days. No. Because there, we were taught to fight. Fight for what? Justice. Fight for right. So sometimes when I hear some of the people say, oh, leave it. They want to threaten you. I don't do that. I don't want to. You see, I have a high sense of conscience. That is, I don't pick flaws. I don't run behind people. I do something. But if you want to fight, they want to not do that the physical fight that we did in Greenville down the riverside. Now I can't do that because physically I'm not a martial art person. But to see, let's use our means, let's use our facility to do this. And it's not. You see, my sorry to tell somebody sorry, except being joke, seriousness, I don't just do it. But in Liberia today, okay, let me just say sorry and go. Many people do that. So for me, I accept the apology. Bygone is behind me now. Mr. Molu, like you really said, we are friends. Yeah, we are friends. And sometimes when Satan comes between people, everything can happen, and everybody can be fighting. So I have energy. But sometimes if two person can fight, the other man say he want to fight, then who you going to fight? The man say, my man, I don't want to fight. So like I said, all along I know that everything you were saying, those people who say, oh, the man from Guinea, he from Africa, he from Mali. Yes, I'm from everywhere. But nobody denies my citizenship. That's just stupid bluff. And I don't run away from my heritage. Yes, I have a background from Guinea, from Mali, from out of Africa, like you can say. And there is no atom of dishonorability of my background. And like you want to say it. Today I carry a Liberian passport. You say I fought war, I will not respond to that. You say I kill people, I will control the mortar that will come into Monrovia. Because to respond to that type of thing, it'll be a little bit too stupid. It doesn't make sense. Because the man who's saying the thing know that it is saying a lie. And this other young man they call Otavian Williams. I put my photo on Facebook, the man got HIV. Somebody say, oh, go sue the man. How do I sue somebody who got 21 lawsuits against him? He's a very big disgrace to Liberian journalism. Otavian Williams. Go to the court and see the records that are behind him. He's a blackmailer. I have proof of that, and I can establish that. And he's just looking for something to write about Mamadee. And the only time his newspaper comes out is when he got a story on Mamadee. So he prints the paper. So somebody say, go reply. I said, no. How do I reply to a man who has no feature? Absolutely no feature. These are the people who are enjoying the corrupt status of our society. You print 75 copy of newspaper, put my picture, put my mother picture, and say HIV. So somebody say, okay, send the message, he got HIV, he got AIDS, taken to court. To waste my time? I know the people I can take to court. I took Gabriel Nyekan to court. And Gabriel Nyekan know where we are with the case. And that is a matter of pursue. And I'm just looking at him. And also, those are the serious thing. Otavia Wele, what is his trade? What is his educational background? Another big regret for me is to say, I'm going to respond to him. No, I wouldn't. So, all true, I know that this will have ended this way. And for me, I have nothing against him. And he's behind me, and I commend his courage, to do as he promised that he would put down the post. He put down the post that night. Before 2 o'clock the next day, he apologized as he promised. So, what's the need of fighting? What is the need? Why do I say, So those my friends on Facebook who are telling me to fight. And you see, the last time somebody brought that mess to me, when I met Musa Bedete at a program organized by Aminata and Sons during the celebration of their anniversary. And we took picture, we smiled, we shook hands, and they got, oh my man, isn't that the man who fired you? I said, look at the people. And that man invited me and the man closer than many of you. He met a Madingo man, a Muslim, that my brother work together. Both we are all Liberians. So should I continue fighting and tie my face? But no, I can't do that, man. Can't do that. Though I'm not happy about what happened, but what should I do? Nothing I can do about that. No, so that's it. I'm not the type of person who just fight if I know that the person who fighting me is not interested in the fight. So okay, the message I fold my hand, can't slap me, can't beat me, anything you want to do, do it. It was so good that he accepted my precondition to a truce, and that was a courageous decision on his part. So it's behind me. Mr. Molu is a friend like we used to be. We are on a new course now. We move on. Let everybody do what they are good at. He continued his politics his way. I continue my media work my way. And together we build a formidable democracy. Those who believe in him can continue following him. To the extent that, I saw and many of the persons that were talking on Facebook saying the things, I know them, they are friends of Mr. Molu or CDC. And most of them, I don't go there responding, except once in a while, some of them that I have some relationship where I will go and then inbox or respond. For example, Janji Bapa, he said I'm a criminal, I went to court, police, all that thing, and I told him I will handle him separately. So in this inbox, I sent him some very good information, and up to now he has not responded. So it's just this whole thing about people just making noise, they don't know people, just hear certain things about you. I was the mortal man. Why do I respond to somebody telling me, I fought for law? Why do I respond? To the extent that Bernard USA believe it. He himself believed that the man, the rebel, he killed people, he was here. That other uninspiring politician, So I really don't know, because if people at some level start to lie, including the men of his assumed or presumed status in society, we want to tread on stupid lies, He called a platform and say that Mamadee boy, he was a rebel, he killed people. It seems so disturbing that a man who worked with the greatest regrets of Africa, Charles Taylor, because this is a man who killed people, and so he comes out today and say one journalist was a rebel without facts. For me, it's a disgrace, and I see it as a disgrace. But I will not respond to that. So let me tell the people today that are outside there. The only people I respond to are people whose society gives some status to. Political party leadership, politicians, lawmakers. I mean, people who are in position that are of high standing in society, whether it's of Moluba Molu standing, I'll respond to him because CDC placed him in a position. Not necessarily because of the type of person he is, but he's in a position I'll respond to. I'll respond to a lawmaker that says something, I can respond to that. I'll respond to a politician like Bernard Ure, who says some nonsense about me. I can respond to him. I'll respond to people who society places in certain position, out of a good or bad reason. I'll respond to that. But these are little boys on Facebook, those are call on radio. No, when you call, I'll give you the time to say what you want to say. But I will go waste my time, go on Facebook to go respond to, one non-entity, and including Jefferson Koji. I said, okay, I'm going to respond to it. The man who does not know the difference between has and have, refused to go to school. He has no future. Those are people that I will not waste my time behind. Because first of all, they are crawling behind where we've passed. So until they reach to where we are, where are you going to respond to that one? You can't respond. So, Mr. Molu, from the best part of my heart, you accept your apology, and I admire your courage. And I want to thank all those that intervened. And I wanted to call some of the names because you'd be surprised some of the people who spoke on behalf or on his behalf. And so very, very interesting. So it's behind me. We're here to do our piece of what we're doing. So not the markets in Monrovia.
It was on a Monday.
Oh, I do often.
Okay.
Sometimes when you visit the market during the rainy season, and you don't even want to buy.
Yeah, it's actually terrible.
Very, very filthy. Very dirty. And I don't know, LMA. Have you heard about any audit conductor on the LMA in recent time?
No. If I was one thing that sparked during their last convention.
I don't know why we are like this. I went right at market on Sunday. Went to get self-fetch. You see the way the people do their grains. People walking, they splashing water on the food. See how the fish seller, the pig feed seller, the beta ball seller all mix up, especially when you go Sunday morning and you look down and see the feet of the seller and those people going by market, the water all around. It's so filthy. And I'm asking, I say, I want to God protecting us. Very dirty. And the people that they are Liberians, their sense of cleanliness has gone for vacation. It may not come back. So, I tend to ask myself, what is the role of the LMA, the Liberia Market and Association? And they collect money every day from this market, selling ticket. Some of the market leaking, disorganized. Liberia Marketing Association. I think the government must do something about this. There's a need that we privatize some of these markets. Then it be run by private, and we can try some things to do. For example, you see the Radita market. You take the market, give it to an NGO of women, young people to manage the market, put in a system of sanitation, collect money from the marketers, use the money to run the market properly, organize the market, get place for dry fish, place for fresh food, for fruits, for grains, and compare the people to go in the market. When people go in the market, the buyers will go in the market. Radita main market is practically empty. So people come on the street and the driveway. And the buyers too will stop right there and buy and not encouraging the people to do the right thing. Our market system here is so bad. It's very, very bad. We need to think, put in, kind of system in to protect. Because if there is an outbreak of any disease in the form of Ebola or at that level, it will be so easy to be contagious. Because we go in the market, the people that come in the market. So sometimes our brothers and sisters who don't have the capacity to walk in the supermarket, and they go to Raditown, they go to Waterside, the markets around town. I don't know what the LMA is doing. So in the face of the bad state of the Liberia Marketing Association, there's Omega Market that was just constructed by friends, the AKA people. It was opened the last time, and the people said no, they will not give the market to LMA to run. I agree, and I support that decision. And I was shocked the last time to hear Mr. Bernard, you were saying they should consider the decision and give the market to LMA. And I'm not sure whether he asked any question to see why are you not giving this market to the people. They show no interest in the construction of the market. Now the people came together and organized themselves and built that market and say, look, we're going to give the market to private people to maintain, because the market need water and the sanitation must be good, they need maintenance, and they're going to be a whole village. LMA has not demonstrated control, has not demonstrated administration. So everybody rush to the LMA, election time coming, they go and say all sort of things.
We don't want to be belligerent to her about it. She's the mother of this country. And we want to appeal to her as only president of this country, but as mother of this country, to reconsider that decision and do what is right.
You see that one? So what is right in the mind of Mr. Ure is for the government to turn over the market management to LMA. And I'm sure, certainly sure, that he did not ask why they are not giving the market to the Liberia Marketing Association. And this is why. The Marketing Association has not been able to manage any market effectively. This market is almost 500,000. This project is one of the best I've seen. If you visit the new Omega market, you see how organized it is, how well structured it is. Then of course you realize that a lot of sense has been brought on how they want to manage the thing. In fact, Minister Amara Kone, before he left, and John Colley and the rest of the guys have found a developer who would develop this structure, call it a market village. They will have school on the side. They will have administrative. It's a whole idea of decongesting, a red light, and make the market a kind of organized system to move our sisters, our mothers, and our brothers involved in petty trade. See what happened to the Gorbachev market, where they used to have the view tower. Why you call that place in Raleigh? See how
Sugar Hill.
Yes, the name is not around. See how they manage the place. They give out spaces to everybody recklessly. The place is filthy. So you shouldn't listen to Beren Ayuri. Nobody should listen to your advice to give the market to LMA. That market lets you as a pilot. Let it be managed by private people. Let them collect money and see how it works. If it works better, then we'll move to other markets. So LMA will just sit, be an association advocate for market people, and take royalty from, the people who manage the market. So this is nothing but
turn over that market to the marketing association. And we want to go further to appeal to her if there's a problem, if they've done wrong. As a Christian and the mother of this country, call them and...
You see how you play on the sensitivity of the people? As a Christian, as a mother, turn the market over. No, you see, Mr. Ure, it doesn't work like that. We're going to checkmate the politics of this politician. This, I call it again, not a fair way to do politics. He knows within himself that the decision he's advocating for is wrong. He knows within himself that's not the wrong decision. So he comes and play on the sentiment of the marketers, because at election time, Liberia Marketing Association will suffer during the election because everybody will go there and say their own. Everybody will go there and say something. Let the president turn the market over to the Liberia Marketing Association. Have you heard about the Osiwa funded project, Salif Market Women?
Yeah.
All the market, the bed around the country, sometimes they turn it over to the LMA. There is a management thing. And see what is happening to these markets. So this is a $500,000 project done by AKA, the fraternity, friends, some of them, and friends of the president come together and did their own thing. The Liberia Marketing Association showed no sign of participating in this. No sign at all. So Ure goes there at the program and acting like the ordinary politician. Let him turn the market over. Has Mr. Ure put himself in a position to ask questions why this has not happened? Whether the people did something wrong? Like he said in this clip. Let us stop this. Let us stop it. Let be on a good on how we do our politics. Let's stop inciting the people on triviality and think that that's the best thing to do. We're going to checkmate them. Any comment comes from a politician in recent time, I will sit down and listen to it, and then do a fact check. And go be nobody come and sit down here and come and fool our people. The decision not to give the market to the Liberia Marketing Association is a wise decision. And the concept of starting the management system of the various market is a good thing. It happens in Ghana, it happens in Kenya, it happens all over. Our markets are filthy. The LMA is not doing nothing to manage the market. They just collect money from people. And few people there divide the money in the evening. No accountability. In fact, I'm calling on the GSC to move in and audit in the LMA and see what they do with the money they receive. One person goes sit down there forever, the president.
They raise a lot of money.
Lot of money. So you don't go to Mr. Ure and think that the thing you're going to say, And I'm becoming really, really increasingly, trying to place more emphasis on Ure. I don't know his advocacy history. He's very, very, very uninspiring in his comments, too raw. His articulation not too strong. I think we have to listen to him more. Doesn't look like somebody impressive at all from his thought pattern and the way he speaks, you know. Those are my view. I'm a student, a very humble student. My name is Mamadee, and we are here driving you through the early morning hours, give you the best in early morning radio presentation, doing our best to entertain you. 0770501 is the number to call. We're going to do that, but I'm trying to get to Senator Prince Johnson. I think he has something to say about the oration yesterday.
Oh, wow.
And I think I want to give you an opportunity and see how that's good. This is the Prime Morning Drive, driving you through the early morning hours. We are very humble student. We are here doing our part, entertaining you, give you the best in early morning radio presentation. And I'll this is going through. But in the meantime, I take this on 07705015001. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Go ahead.
Yeah, anyway, my name is Eric Johnson.
Yeah.
I call from...
Oh, just hold on. Let me get Senator Prince Johnson, the strongman of Nema County. So, Senator, good morning.
Good morning, Mamadee. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic, Senator. I was sitting by you yesterday at the program, and how was it? What's your response to the oration yesterday? Was it a good one or a bad one?
Well, the first thing, let me congratulate the young man. You know, I like to see a young man, a brilliant young man, educated young man, a very sound and composed young man, like the young man from River G. I admire him very greatly. He spoke on many major issues. He spoke about no more war, Nigeria, Nimba, Don, and other countries don't want any more war. That's true. We don't want war in this country. And I think he was referring to those who brought the war, who sponsored the war. The Association of Liberia for Constitutional Democracy, headed by even Madam Salif, we revolutionized this country, and we came and fought to change system. So he was saying that no more war. We're not going to fight any more war. Those who revolutionized this country, who brought the war and we fought it, we have changed the system. But some of the norms that led to the war are still on the ground. Corruption, he touched on the issue of corruption. Corruption is the economic fabric of our country. And you know, you can have a minute group of people in government chopping people money, taking people money out of the country, having huge bank accounts abroad, and our health sector is a mess. Our education system is a mess. The roads, the water, and everything, the electricity, and then we come and admit that the corruption that we once denied under John Molu and other people have now become vampire. It means while we were denying, it was growing to that level of my Everest. And so there will be no more war, definitely. But I can see by prediction that there could be popular uprising by the people of this country if the minute over the sunless children continue to fight their way to the top, eating the people's money, exploiting the people all the time. And that's what I can see. I don't see gun shooting. I see disgruntled citizens of Liberia because of arbitrary demolition of people's homes by government. They the one offender and the ones going all around the country. And the government seems to be quiet about it. This will lead to popular uprising. You don't go and break people's homes, destroy people's properties that they got default in this country,
Senator,
and render them homeless.
Senator,
that will lead to problems. The problem that will lead to not shooting guns.
Okay. But Senator, let me ask one question. When he said we need no more war, and did you see yourself in one of the persons who brought war? Was that a reference to you? Why are you taken aback by that statement?
Well, we fought for liberation. That's what I said. There was a system, a dictatorial system that was so oppressive, repressive, suppressive, and targeted a particular country and people for total extermination. So we have to fight back in defense.
Okay.
And then, of course, when Mr. Taylor came to, he didn't allow, freedom of movement, freedom of speech. The gun-toting men were grabbing old people, knocking them down, asking them to pump their jobs. There was no free movement, so that government needed to go.
Okay.
Now, all of the dictators have left. We have a democratic system, but the democratic system, though all hope is not lost, but there are still some norms that are not something to drive home about.
Okay.
That depriving our people.
Senator, you know,
knowledge deprivation, joblessness,
okay,
lack of empowerment, massive exploitation of the people of Liberia by those in authority.
Okay, so Senator,
you know, it's not correct.
Yeah, well stated, Senator. And those are points that represent how you see the things. One of the reasons, according to you, you took up arms against the system was because of corruption, or because of the lack of justice.
Not because of corruption. It's part of it.
Okay, yes,
when
no, I'm trying to cite.
We pay taxes to.
Yeah, I'm trying to cite.
Listen, when the government we pay taxes to, as the people of the country, we go on the international media and national media and say, look, the people of Nimba must leave their home, or else they will never ever be seen again. And you know, we have a right to exist. We have the right to move on with our life, our God-given life. And when you try to say, look, leave the country, or we will destroy all of you, that's why we took out the guns, to defend ourselves and to make sure that we keep ourselves on the map of Liberia today.
Okay.
That's why we took the guns.
Yes, I understand.
We were fighting with total extermination.
Okay, so the reasons for your fighting were justified in the early 80s and leading to the 1990. You justifying that there was a reason to fight, including corruption. Now, the talk of corruption in Liberia today is high. Do you think we've reached a point to take up arms to solve the problem of corruption?
No, nobody's going to take up arms. I don't see people taking up arms. What I see my vision as a man of God, I see popular people's uprising against the weak election, because what they want to do, what the people in Liberia want now is a change.
Okay.
It's a new power, a new battle, now old power, a new battle. And so if they continue finding a way, because all of the imported 85% that came here and carrying on huge capital flight abroad, taking our money from here abroad, people in Liberia want to change that system.
Yeah, but Senator, in your comment,
who are from the indigenous group.
Yeah, in your
Not
comment.
the same sons and daughters of the sellers coming here who feel that we are second-class citizens in our own nation.
Okay.
They come and exploit us massively and take our money abroad. I see the people in Liberia from my vision. Don't doubt what I see in my vision.
Okay, Senator, no,
If there is any rigged election, I see the government picking up arms against its own citizens for speaking and acting democratically within the constitutional framework.
Okay, Senator.
The Constitution says when the people's life is in danger, the future is threatened, they have the right to demonstrate, and they have the right to demonstrate. It's the government that will come out one day to pick up arms against them as they did in West Point.
Okay, Senator.
People and killing small children.
Okay, Senator, I sense that you're not happy with the people you call settlers' children, and for me, this is divisive, and this is not the new.
No. Yesterday, the program sheet that was spread around, I brought a program sheet home. I have been buying the Mamadee flag. I put it on our Pare headquarters. I didn't know the meaning of the Mamadee flag. I only know it represents Mamadee. But I read through that the red within that Mamadee flag, it reflects the blood that was shed of the seller when they did Angola and Bassa, and the seller fought. So why they don't have to put that red to signify the blood that was shed? That brings into remembrance the war that happened in 1832. That war took place in 1832. And I wish that Material Nipo fired the channel and defeated the Angola and the Bassa people. That should not be in the flag. We now should be reconciliatory.
But Senator,
bring something in the flag that will show the division.
Senator, it's a common conversation.
In the flag, it shows that look, we the seller, our blood was shared, but these country people, they will never be present in this country.
Senator, I'm saying
in the Declaration of Independence, they isolated the indigenous people who received it because they had just come from fighting war in 1832.
Senator,
the war ended with the seller defeating the indigenous people. Then 1847, they then declared independence and excluded these people.
Senator,
so that thing I saw yesterday, and the writing honor it, that showed that the blood that was shared in this country of the seller by the indigenous people, that is the reason why they keep that there as a remembrance. That should not be there.
Senator, listen, we are rewriting the history. There's a conversation to rewrite it.
We are rewriting the history.
Senator, let me ask.
That would be negative to our future.
Let's ask some question. Let's have a conversation because you're raising because you're not an ordinary person in Liberia. You are Senator.
It's in the document that I brought home.
Yeah, understand
I
that.
brought the document home. I read the flag, the history of Monserrato, the profile of Monserrato, and the flag.
Yeah,
and
Senator.
I read it, and the flag shows what I'm telling about is not.
Senator, you have articulated that.
It's
You have articulated that very well. I just want to ask question, then of course we move on. And I appreciate your patience in having this conversation. That is good on your part. But I want us to have a dialogue. You talk, I talk. So let me ask this question. The orator yesterday said that he has no regret for their advocacy, their peaceful advocacy against the Dole regime. Do you, as a former general, have any sort of regret for the blood that was shed in the early 1990s under the leadership of Charles Taylor and your rebellion in this country? Do you have any regret?
Unlike the orator yesterday, I have regret.
Okay.
I regret because the sons and daughters of this nation had to pick up arms against one another, and some defending dictatorship, some trying to free this country from the dictatorial system. And
Okay.
so we have regret that the sons and daughters have to face one another in fierce combat on the field of battle, armed conflict. That's the regret I have.
Okay.
Even in Nimba, I saw people from Nimba defending the oppressive system, the government of the day.
Okay.
And we had to fight one another. That was not good.
Okay.
Those
All
who
right.
say they have no regret for what they did, well, that's it.
Okay.
But we have regret. For me, I have regret that the sons and daughters of one nation and one nation under God had to pick up arms. Some people blindly defending
No,
the
Senator.
dictatorial regime.
Yeah, Senator.
while other people
What they
were trying
did?
to free the country.
Yeah, what they did was that they used the means of advocacy to resist the system. They spoke at the University of Liberia. They spoke in the papers,
Well, at that
but
time,
they
it was-
didn't. But they didn't take
that
up
was the
arms.
system.
Senator, let me ask the question, please. I have to conclude the question. You are a very smart national leader. So when I ask the question, you respond. They didn't go to the boots and AK-47. They use advocacy. They use their voice. Are you you will have done it the other way if it happened now? That is, you have not gone and joined Charles Taylor and the others to bring war, but we have
Well,
used.
the situation at the time of their advocacy was different from our time.
So you agree now? You agree now? There is no need to fight war now because the situation has changed, and you agree with me that Madam Sally is an astute Democrat. She gives everybody the right to talk, though they didn't do that.
That's why I say right now there's no need to pick up arms.
Very good, very good. So what is the contradiction with the speaker? What is the contradiction with the speaker? You seem to indicate in your utterance just this morning that the reasons for the war in the past exist now, and that there could be possibility of uprising, and whether that uprising will be
But
peaceful.
some of the norms that led to the war, some of the norms, massive corruption. That's why I say the people's popular power
Okay.
to be utilized within the framework of the Constitution.
Okay, that is
People
fair.
have the right to rise up against the government when their future is doomed, when they have no future,
Okay.
they have no job, no empowerment, and massive corruption.
No, but you see, but Senator, you know the law. You know that, Senator,
They
you
have
know.
the right to respond.
Yeah, no problem. You.
Within the framework of our law. That's why I keep saying within the framework of the Constitution.
No, the framework of our law does not allow people to take the laws into their own hands. So will you encourage the people?
The
Will you?
Constitution says when the people's future is threatened, is in danger, they have the right to demonstrate peacefully.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
They say they should obtain permission from the Justice Ministry. If you refuse to grant the people of Liberia permission to peacefully demonstrate, then you're making peaceful change impossible.
Okay, no, I know the credential of Madam Sullivan. The government has not reached that level to deny the people their right, fundamental
No,
rights.
they haven't done that. That's why I said there's no need.
So we are safe. We are safe as a country. There is no prospect for war, no prospect for popular uprising on the street. And you, as Senator Prince Johnson, will not encourage anybody to take on the street and do the wrong thing, right?
I don't have to tell anybody to get on the street.
Okay.
I got a lot of investment here. There are a lot of people even in government.
Okay.
I can tell you for a fact. I'm the only single person in this country, single senator, single government official that is building a polytechnic. A polytechnic, a giant complex.
Yeah, I saw the video.
Individually. So I will not encourage any problem. I'm just saying, when you, for example, demolish people's homes and look at people and do whatever you feel like doing, and depending on the arm you got to suppress people, as we see around here.
No, Senator.
I don't want people to feel that.
Senator, wait. Senator, let me correct that. There is no arbitrary demolition of people's homes. You're not
The
getting.
more arbitrary demolition transportation.
No. Listen, Senator, let me get a fact. Senator, listen.
The government got no deal.
No, Senator.
They had no court
Senator, for example,
we
no.
have our legitimate deals through that.
Senator.
Our property in the thousands and thousands of United dollars were demolished, and we continue to hold our patient and addressing the issue appropriately through the code of law.
That's the right thing to do.
It's in the court, and there is a constant delay.
Senator,
delay by the court.
that is the right thing to do. To go to court. To go to court.
Whether they pay for the government, they pay for the people, and we just lay down there in limbo. Our future is due. We are paying the loans we got from the bank. We are paying the loans for homes that have been destroyed.
Senator,
we need the government to come in as quickly as possible to let us know whether the university has any right.
So, Senator, I know the story about the demolition by the University of Liberia, and that is not an arbitrary action. It's consistent.
It is an arbitrary action.
No, Senator, the facts are clear. That property.
From the committee that was set by the president, that the land belongs to the people, the private land, that if the university intends to expand, they should pay for the private land, and then relocate the people before demolition.
Okay, you've taken your matter. You're taking your matter to the right place. The court. The court will decide. But
that's what we're doing. But the court has to decide appropriately, because we are spending a lot of money that we took to build those buildings. We are paying back to the bank for places that no longer exist.
Okay, Senator.
So the government has to come out to tell us whether they pay for the University of Liberia or not.
Okay, Senator.
Don't keep us in suspense.
That is fair. That is fair.
We are still working and acting within the framework of the law by being patient.
Thank you.
Sometimes people patient, get out of order.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you very much for your point.
Yes, thank you for calling me this morning, and I want to just let people know we are not violent people.
Okay.
We are not violent people. We are law-abiding people. But being law-abiding people, the government of the day, though, is doing some good things, should not provoke people to anger that will lead to popular uprising that will destroy our properties. Our children are coming home. We have investments.
Senator, let me ask one final question. Yesterday you told. Senator, just one final question. Yesterday you had a brief conversation with me, and you were accusing one of your colleagues in the Senate of being the one behind the nature of the address yesterday. You want us to talk about that, or you want to keep that?
No, I didn't accuse anyone. I didn't accuse anyone.
Okay.
I didn't just want to beat my mouth this morning.
No, I agree. This is why I didn't call the person name. I thought you were accusing the person of being behind the speech. Anyway, that is fair.
I didn't.
Okay.
I sat there kidding.
Okay.
I was.
No, Senator, that is fair. You my papa now. We always have confidential talk. I just thought you wanted us to bring that in the public.
Every word that was being spoken over there by that young brilliant guy.
Yes.
I admire him greatly. Coming from Grant, River G. County, and he's a great guy.
Okay.
I say bravo to him.
Thank you, Senator Johnson. Thank you very much.
God bless you this morning, and God bless Liberia, and happy 26.
Thank you. Okay, that was fair. And his name is Senator Prince Weah Johnson. And yesterday we had a very very frank and old man, young boy discussion. And we talk about it. I'm trying to get the community Wise, and one of those that was also sitting alongside with his wife listening to the speech yesterday. And I want to get his reaction from the speech yesterday. And those of you out there, if you have any fundamental view disagreement, talk to us. And together let's have a conversation. Maurice Kroma, good morning.
Good morning, Mamadee. How are you?
Go ahead, good morning.
I'm good. This is Maurice, and I'm calling from the center of the city. I have a very interesting way of listening to the senator talking about people demolishing land around the University of Liberia. Interestingly, he's from a county where there is immense threat to the peace in the county because of land dispute, and we are not even sure how much contribution he's paid to getting those people that are illegally squatting on people's land to leave. And here is it now that because he has an interest in this particular area, he's trying to be an advocate for that. And I hear him talking about the threat of uprising because of people coming from America. Are you kidding me? You got the speaker in the entire House of Representatives that went on a nationwide tour in this place that are people from right here in Liberia. All of the corruption that you hear a lot in this place is not for people that come from diaspora. Yes, there are people from diaspora that are mentioning corruption. But how about those that are also here that are involved? So you need to stop this division and threat to our peace. But let's start to discuss this people between settlers and people from diaspora versus people that are living here. Those things are preposterous. We need to stop. Thank you, Mamadee.
Thank you. Let's take at least 5 calls. 0770501501 is the number to call. Good morning. Good morning.
You said this morning concerning the president saying that the Omega market should be turned to private institution. I think I support that. We should not try to dignify the comment of Benona Yuri.
But who dignifying it?
We will not dignify Benona Yuri's
comment. Did I dignify Yuri's comment? I'm just dismissing his position that is incorrect.
No. I'm not saying that. You are dignifying it. Marvel says we are not dignifying it.
Okay.
We know when people want power, they will try to speak to gain the minds of the people. LMA over the time has been collecting revenue because I have been a petty trader in real life. Mm-hmm. But you pay ticket to LMA, and at the same time you are responsible to sweep the place you are selling. LMA does not sweep the place that they collecting ticket for. To my greater dismay, you see on the ticket written there $10, but when they come to you, they tell you that you have to pay $20. So for me, most of the time I used to pick issues with them. I say, it is written here $10. Why should I give you $20 for ticket? And they collect that on a daily basis and are not doing what they're supposed to do. So I solely support what you said this morning. Omega market should be given to a private entity to see proper management of the Omega market. Thank you very much this morning, Mamadee.
Thank you very much also for getting it out. Good morning. Very much.
Good morning.
Go ahead, Kolo.
Yeah. There's a market, the market is who says then you know you can go all market, you can go Walasa, you can go there, say a woman can go there, for it that can go there. Somebody right there in the hall working with the person can go there. How you go in the market, then they must catch on me. They better for the rapid pepper, everything is green. Then the churches soda inside, mess all inside it. We buy fish there. Who say you not know? Who say you not know?
So Oma, you think he knows?
Oh, he knows. He knows.
But why?
The thing is, say like me, I'm not super. I'm going to super. I just same. Yeah, when you see something good, they say black, and you know that they play dirty.
So better than you can see something good and you say black.
They see something white, they say black.
Okay.
Because black people, we stupid.
No,
they say the market must be clean. So that's how long the people they taking care of the market. You know how long and then they ban over market. Someone say was 4,500. They bought it. A comes from 1,500 on the photo. My 4,000 now. Yeah. Then they say people must take all the market to Pare. So we must say now who play something must cheat. They can know. So we continue to go miracle around market. So that get part of. Then we buy fish inside. We buy the water inside. For what? Then when somebody say they want to take care of the market, then you say no. They can pretend.
Who can pretend? Ben, are you can pretend?
Ben, are you there? Those are see food and make it black. They can pretend. So how the control of Ifon? How the control for Ifon? Because for your own personal gain, so you want laughing.
Okay.
You want to eat that thing.
Don't
where they say black.
Don't my Ben, you how you can be?
All empty.
Yeah.
So solid. Sitting on there, all sleeping inside. The chunky is dead. Cuckoo inside. There people on the sidewalk. When they say, oh, go in the market, they say, no. Get the people say, we there from war. Not there from war. You know how many times they not try to move the people from Joseph town? No, they say, they can't walk. But I'm bleeding because the police said, so now you move, what they say, they are some over there, will go find yourself in the market hall. Yeah, one money to let day break. You are chance to not play there. The people in the market down on the town road, they will go in the market hall. Look at battlefield what they get there from Major market. The people in the other place there, the battlefield market there is empty. It's empty. Everybody walk out there want to go to and say we get from war, lead the people, do they want. You sell horse on the town road, they want move it, then the guy is that how is it? Go make it Ghana. Go make it. Is it Ghana people not see it? But today they enjoying it. What kind of Lala politician and they also? We don't buy it, I want.
Okay.
We don't buy it. We don't buy it. We don't want it, I want. We don't want this. We don't want going to market. We don't want going to market. Now say in the market, but I think it made me fair.
True.
While going in the market, then somebody can when they say dress bar, then somebody can go market in front of me. Then my son will move from there, go in the now what we can do. I said, I support. I said, everyone.
Thank you, Omar. Thank you very much. Thank you, yeah? Don't get very. You know, better you read that. You know, don't get very.
Speech there by Les Brown, titled "Have Courage and Be Fearless." And so we've been joined by our discussant. Our guest is Mohammed Donzo. He is the president of the Maserado,
Maserado County
Student Union. Yes, so thank you very much. Welcome.
Thank you very much, and it's a pleasure to be here.
I'm told you want to start off with a poem. So yeah. Go ahead.
Since in fact, today is the first month. It's 1 month since we lost Mamadee. Mm-hmm. May so rest in perfect peace. I've written this piece and sent it to the book the village is trying to come up with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I thought to use this as opportunity to read it.
No problem.
Okay. So the poem title is "Are You Ready Gone, Mamadee?" I can't stay believe that you are breathless. It's hard to imagine that you are gone. That never again will we hear your gifted and mesmerizing voice. That never again will we hear your bold, fearless analysis. That never again will we hear your affectionate voice for your background. Not even the rhyming voice in the Mandingo sounds you may make. Oh, it's hard to imagine that you are no more. That never again will we hear you espouse your uncompromising passion for the motherland. Not even the inspiring messages you started every show with. Even now, I still can't believe that you are the late Mamadee, for I wish this moment never come just yet. For I wish death had postponed its appointment, at least after the saga at the legislature, for so much interest you shown, at least after 2017 elections, for you will tell everyone how long. 2017 is right here. Let's see what happens. At least after your kids had reached puberty, for you are dad they will forever miss. Oh, Mamadee, are you really gone forever? My gut tells me that you will be back soon. But the barrier at Oro says that's not true. But the overwhelming condolences tells me that's not true. I still think my gut is right. But the City Hall memorial service with President Shirley's presence vehemently says that's not true. Is it true that you are gone, Mamadee? Answer me, Mamadee. Answer me, Fanta Suleiman Mamadee Diakite. How I wish you were still here, the introducer of SoundCloud in Liberian journalism. How I wish you were still here, the only mantra Liberian journalist, or should I say the late? How I wish you were still here to see the motherland getting better, to play your part in ensuring that the motherland never falls, to bring sense to the discourse, to remind everyone that God doesn't drink canned juice. Oh, I still can't believe that you are breathless. But events of the past days have reluctantly forced me to say, rest in peace, big brother Mamadee. No matter the years, your legacy will forever live on. Until we meet again, rest in peace.
All right, that is the voice of Mohamed Donzo. Mohamed, welcome, and thanks for that.